Good morning, hockey fans across Canada, the United States, and in Newfoundland. Okay, might have stole that from Foster this morning, but I thought it was appropriate to add that in. Wednesday, May the 10th. The schedules are getting shorter, but the quality is getting better. That's the way we are in the hockey world today as we enter the playoffs. Let's take a look at the scores in the NHL last night. I guess we've got it. May the 9th. Carolina 6 at New Jersey 1 and Dallas 6 at Seattle 3. We'll take a look at how that affects the standings in a moment. Tonight, big night. Will it be curtains for your Leafs? Or can they prolong that series with the Florida Panthers? Toronto at Florida. Game time is 7 p.m. Make sure you catch that, baby. And another big game, Canada's last hope, second last hope, the Edmonton Oilers are playing against Vegas, and they are at home, so it's a 10 p.m. start. Well, actually, Vegas has late night starts as well. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm not a big fan of all of these scrums and fighting and I don't mind the physicality, not in the least, but I don't like it when they drop the sticks, drop the gloves, whatever. Thursday, the other series continues, New Jersey at Carolina and Seattle at Dallas. So how do things stand in that series right now? Kraken and Stars are tied at 2 games each apiece. Florida up 3-0 over the Leafs. Ooh, whose jobs are on the line now? Vegas Golden Knights. Almost said Ottawa West Golden Knights. Vegas Golden Knights 2, Edmonton Oilers 1. And in the other series in the East, Carolina Hurricanes 3-1 over the Jersey Devils. NHL leaders. This is a stat you don't get to see in the papers every day. Still have our subscription to the Recorder and Times, though. Right at the top, the Gold-Dust twins from Edmonton, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, on top with 17 and 15 points. A couple of other people there, Rupe Hintz and Tkachuk come up there with 15 points as well. And we have Mitch Marner from the Leafs and Austin Matthews from the Leafs. They're still in there. And the top 10 is rounded out with Mikko Rantanen from Colorado with 7 goals and 3 assists. In the queue, no action last night. It all begins on Friday. Halifax is at Quebec City, and they do that all over again on Saturday. That's our man Evan Boucher, by the way, who is playing in that series. Here's our man Evan in his nice Halifax uniform. Former Brockville Brave Evan Boucher. So, I guess we better get some of this stuff back on. So that's the Q schedule for the weekend. Halifax is in Quebec City. So, and I think Evan's former billets from Brockville, they made a couple of trips to Halifax this winter. They were down to Sherbrooke once. I'm going to bet your sweet Bibby that they're going to be in Quebec City on this weekend to see our man Evan. By the way, Evan, I've said this before, has scored 7 goals in the playoffs this year. Not bad for a Brockville Brave. And similar to the Q, the OHL starts a night earlier, though. Peterborough's at London on Thursday, and then they repeat that performance on Saturday. Peterborough, of course, that's our neighbor Gavin White playing for the Peterborough Petes. Second year in a row, he's in the OHL finals. Last year, he made it to the Memorial Cup. Let's hope he can do that again. I guess we have, there's no, of course, CCHL season has ended. The Ottawa Junior Senators are champions, and They are out in Portage la Prairie in Manitoba playing in the Centennial Cup. Format has shifted as a result of COVID, changed everything up. The Fred Page Cup no longer exists for currently anyways, because it used to be the Maritimes Quebec and the Central League. We used to play the Fred Page Cup, and then the winner went to the Centennial Cup. Well, now all 10 leagues in Canada get to send their champions on to, in this year, Portage la Prairie. 13 years ago, I guess it was 13 years ago, we went out to Manitoba as well, and Braves put up a very, very tremendous showing out there. I was thinking about Mike and I driving out and arriving ahead of the team and arranging a place to stay before we got into the condo that we were booked into. So it was quite an experience 13 years ago, and hoping the Ottawa Junior Senators have as much success they had. Action gets underway in Portage on Thursday night. Look at the schedule here. Kamai River fighting Walleye. Oh, that's quite a mouthful, but they're the Superior International champions. I think this is only their third year as a team. It sort of reminds you of the success that Las Vegas and Seattle have had as new teams in the NHL. That's the first game at 11:30 in the morning. That's Central Time, by the way. They play Battleford North Stars. They are the Saskatchewan champions. And then the second game at 3:30 that day, Yarmouth Mariners, they're the Maritime champions, and they play Brooks Bandits, heavily favored. Brooks Bandits, the Alberta champions. And the final game that day, Collingwood Blues with former Brave Luke Chor in the lineup. Luke, by the way, was their leading goal scorer in the OJ playoffs. I think he had 10 goals in 12, 13. I think they played 14 games. He had 12 goals. So Collingwood Blues, they're playing Steinbeck Pistons, and they were the Manitoba champions, by the way. Portage is there because they are the host. Well, that's it for today's, folks. Thanks for watching. There we go, a little horn for Howie. And that's it. Be back tomorrow.